After making something aggro, we are making something that control. This is Multi the Big Dog. Welcome to this new deck profile. Deck profile number 2. Wind, water, fire, control. This is peak control. Well, this is what I used to think when I made this deck around 3 weeks ago. Then I made other decks. I'm like, I found other funny ways to control the game. Anyway, I hope guys and girls will enjoy in this video. Just like deck profile number 1, we will look deep into the combos, the deck, how it's played. It's a fun deck. I will say this. It's a fun deck. I will also flex the cards because I do own every card I use in this deck list. And these are not printed cards, these are true cards. What I mean by that, these are not fake cards, the one I will show. Anyway, let's go over this video now. Here, just like my animal deck I showed you previously in this video, I will show you all the cards from my second deck, the control deck, because I got all of the cards just like the first deck. So let's do this. Only real card, no printed. So yeah, that's the card in the water, fire, wind deck. So here we are with Shimon. Players cannot put in play ninja except by deploying them, so this means no reinforcement decks, this means no special kunai, no leaf headband, no ghost panic, no Jonin's intervention. So this ninja basically force each player into having only one ninja per turn, except if you play some special mission like additional team member or visitor from the darkness. These two cards would uh, basically F over Shimon because they do deploy extra ninja, but this Shimon also stops like Flashpoint, Inkfish. This is an essential card if you play control. Uh, yeah, he's really, really strong, and he's water, man. What to ask more? So this time around, we use this specific Chidori because anyone can use it, and it injures someone, and it can be played from your chakra area if you're out of cards in your hand. And because you play 3 color, you can also play with 3 colorless, which is amazing for 3 color decks. Or you can also pay 1 water, 1 colorless, which is good and cheap considering how good it can be. Water present jutsu. I run this because some effects are annoying and this negates effect. This also puts someone else power 0 0. Uh, Power and support are basically 0 0. This is good. Chidori is better, but this can really F over some decks. Considering it's 1 water, 1 colorless, it's very playable. This uh, jutsu is for stalling purposes. You can basically like, no, rewind this. You can basically fight a stronger team and still get away alive. Uh, so the purpose of this is you block with a fodder, a huge team, and both teams are standby. So this means your ninja has no issues, and your opponent doesn't get any battle reward. And this is only one win, so this is cheap. This is like a out, get out of jail card. This is kind of cool. I like it a lot, and it's wind. Some of you may get lost there, but here we are with a trigram. Require a jonin, so this means only Baki and Kazekage can use it, but you don't really care because it's a sniper, and you can move an opponent ninja um, to the top of his deck, so it basically kills something. For 2 fire, it's crazy. And that ninja you snipe doesn't even need to fight. So if your opponent is scared of you using jutsu, you cannot escape from that one. The next one is Winside Jutsu. So this one is great. And here's the why. You need counter. And this is a counter. If your opponent plays something dirty in the exchange of jutsu, you can negate it. Hell yeah, we all like that, right? 2 wind, so it will be a bit hard for you to use it. But hey, that's why you play Kajaku, Ryogan, Ataru, Utakata, like these ninjas with both water and wind. This is why you play them. So yeah, you also play Baki and Kazekage. So there's a lot of reason, and there's a lot of way you can basically use that jutsu. Following the most recent rogue list, this jutsu is limited to 1 because it's crazy. So your Baki and your Kazekage can both use this jutsu that can snipe other jutsus, other ninjas, I should say. So you kill 2 ninjas for 3 wind, and you snipe them. So it's crazy, and it's really good. I like it a lot. Water fire. 3 make out tactics because it's fire and water, and it basically lets you search for stuff you want to play. And this is crazy. I like that a lot. It's very helpful, especially when you really want to play Shimon. So you just play make out tactics and you got Shimon. It's a really good mission. Staple, fire, water. Axis of Evil. Just like Make Out Tactics, Water Fire, amazing card. If you play it later in the game, you duplicate the numbers in it. So this means you draw 2 cards instead of 1, and you drop 2 cards in your graveyard instead of 1. And this is really, really good because it can filter out what you don't want to use, what you don't want to play. So basically, if you're turn 1, you don't really want other turn 0, so you basically search for Jirobo or Otaru or Gamma and you drop it in your graveyard, so you are less likely to draw them. This mission is crazy. It's one of the best water mission to ever exist. So you basically move one of your opponent ninja to its chakra area, and it must be the lowest entrance ninja. And if there are several, you just get to pick which one you snipe. And this is really good because if you snipe a turn 0, moment of weakness goes back to your end. So this means next turn you can moment of weakness another turn 0. And because you play Shimon, well, the opponent will run out of ninjas at some point because you still get to fight him. You still have some jutsus to deal with him. And you have other way to kill stuff, so that opponent will run out of ninjas on the battlefield just because moment of weakness is really, really, really dirty. Path of the Avenger. This is a counter mission, so this means you will be able to play it in your opponent turn. And this is a sniper again. And this time around you get to pick a opponent ninja, and you need to remove X ninjas in your discard pile from the game. And X is the entrance cost of the ninja. So this means if you target a turn 0, Path of the Avenger is free. You just need to pay the end cost and respect the entrance costs, and boom, 2 card to kill something. And you don't need to fight. So it's really good, I think. And it's a counter, so this means it's not even on your turn, it's on your opponent. And if your graveyard is filled of stuff, well, you can kill bigger ninjas. So if you lost a lot of your people in your graveyard and stuff, if you play like 3 Axis of Evil, well, you're in business because you can kill a turn 3 ninja if you want. Yeah, really good mission. When you play control like that deck, it's crazy. Usually control don't really have big ends, but the opponent doesn't have a field anymore. Yama! 4-0. He is fire, that's why I play him. And the other reason is his stats. 4-0 for turn 0, it's good. Even if he cannot use jutsus, I still feel like he's a fire staple if you don't have better fire to play. And in this deck, the only better fire I would see is maybe Kiba, but Kiba doesn't have the same kind of strength. So, yeah. The next one is a 4010 without any effect text. I do think he's better than Gamma. First of all, he's water, and second, if by turn 6 Shimon died or something happened and you don't have Shimon, you can transform him into durable state 2. I say turn 6 because there is an errata on the turn 4 durable state 2, because they basically tell, oh yeah, it's turn 4, but the errata is it should be turn 6. So on turn 6 you can go state 2. And state 2 is really good in deck that controls stuff like this deck. Striking Ninja! I play him because he's ambush, so you can play him from Chakra. And the other reason is water. And guess what? He's 4-1. These are crazy stats considering this is a turn 0. Usually turn 0, either they have support or they have power. And this one has both power and support. It's not the best support ever, but it's better than nothing, I think. So I will showcase both Otaru because they're both really good. So Otaru with Flashpoint, when she comes into play, you can draw and discard 1. So you draw 1, discard 1, and you can Flashpoint, so basically remove her from the game, and at the start of your next turn she comes back and you draw and discard again. So this is good to like filter your deck. But here's the thing, you play Shimon. So at some point, she's no more useful, and it's kind of sad. So this is why I play this one. So this one, when she's put in play, you flip a coin. If heads, you draw one. If tails, you have a growth coin on this ninja. So growth coins are plus one. So she will turn into 4-1, which is good. But you really want her on the first time you flip to have heads. If you have heads, you have to draw one. And one draw on turn 0 is great. Uh, on turn 1, if you got another Ataru, you can growth her and flip again. And in the second flip, you do want her to get tail. Because if you get tail on the second flip, she becomes a turn 0 that has 5-2. It's crazy. It's a really good turn 0. That's why I play her in this specific deck. She's just that good. 3 copies. And I must add this, she's both water and wind. So you really want these two colors, so it's great. Yakumo! So if your opponent is not playing Genjutsu, they are all weak here. So it can stall the game. And she's good because she is 0-2, so she's good as support. And I will go further with this. She is wind. You need wind in this deck because you play Kajaku, because you play lots of jutsu that require wind in their cost, because you play Baki, because you play Kazekage. These ninjas, they need wind. So this one, Tsukato, is for the +1/+1 coins. He can become really big and really strong. He can assist your early turns ninjas. He's just very fun to play. And having 2 of him means maybe he can replace Yakumo. If you both have Yakumo and him in your starting end, it's really good. Because you will be able to use Yakumo to charge in your chakra, or you will find other use for Yakumo instead of just being in the field and stalling the game. So Tsukato is like your plan B. Like or well, I should say Yakumo is your plan B. If you don't have Tsukato, then you play Yakumo. But yeah, if you got Tsukato is a really good fire turn 1. It's just really good to play Tsukato. So Ryugan, she is really bad. I will be honest here. She is good in celestial decks. Now you will ask me, why do I play her? I will tell you this. She is turn 2, so she is a low drop. She is a 2-2, so she is good as support and as a ninja. And the third reason is water wind. These two symbols are really important to the game, in this deck at least. These are good symbols. So that's why I play her. It's because of her symbols. And also because she is a low drop. Like, sometimes I consider maybe taking her out and adding another Kujaku. But here's the thing. Kujaku is also not really great in decks like that don't really generate wind. So yeah, this Ryugan, you want to charge her. Like, when you have a water mission, you want to spend your end cost with her, because she gives both water and wind in your chakra. So the next one is Sasuke. Overwhelming Vengeance. He is both water and fire, which is amazing. And he also adds a new level of control to your deck. He adds up the chakra control. So you can blow up your own chakra to blow up your opponent chakra. But here's the thing. You kill so many of his ninjas that blowing up the chakra is just making the exchange of jutsu worse for your opponent. Because not only he's limited on what jutsu he can use, but he's also limited on the blocker he will have or the attacker he will have. So this Sasuke is really, really good in control deck. He is one of the best Sasuke you can play if you play control. There's also a Sasuke turn 5 that goes even more crazy in control, and that Sasuke is limited to 1. But I do not play him because I don't have him in real life, and also feel like water and fire is always appreciated. It's very good and very fun. Great colors. So here we got the Ford Kazekage. So when he's sent out to attack, either as a ninja or back ninja, it doesn't matter. At the moment he's sent, your opponent must select and discard one of their in-play ninja. So this means it's before your opponent calls out, before your opponent send his blockers, you basically kill one of his guys. You get to choose, but it's still very dirty. And considering you play Moments of Weakness and Path of the Avenger, by turn 6, your opponent will likely kill one of his good ninjas. Because your Moment of Weakness would have been used for like at least 1 or 2 turns if you add him in your end. And if you were lucky, you probably played one Path of the Avenger. So yeah, it can get really, really crazy with these control components. And this is why you want to play Wind. So here I will showcase Tsubaki. I say that because some people, they will say, oh, that Baki turn 5 is banned, but they are wrong. It's the turn 4 Baki that is banned. So this is the Baki that was banned because he is broken, he is just too good. He's turn 4, and when he is sent out to attack, discard one of your opponent's ninja. The team of only one ninja. So this means he can kill solo people, and this is nuts. This is just too good. Now my Baki is turn 5, so it's later in the game. My Baki, the one I use, when he attacks, he gets the following effect. At the end of the turn, if this ninja is in your village, your opponent discard one of their in-play ninjas. Now, this effect he gains when he attacks is valid, but his first effect is not. So this means even if in the fight it doesn't go well and I get injured, I still get my effect this turn because I attacked. But if I attack again next turn because I'm injured, I do not get my trigger for my effect. So for this turn, I will be able to kill something even if I end up injured. But next turn, I won't be able to. So usually Baki, you want proper backup under him. Like usually team of 11 by turn 5. It's not amazing, but it's not bad either. And considering you got jutsus, well, be smart with what you have in your end. This is also why you play Sasuke. It's to control the chakra so you don't have bad surprise. Here, I only run one Kajaku. This deck lacks wind chakras. That's why I only run one of her. And she is both wind and water. So this is really good for end cost. And in the case I get to play her instead of charging her for end cost, I still have a very interesting effect. I need to discard 2 chakra that have wind symbol when I attack, and I can basically look at my opponent end and dump one of his jutsus to his chakra area, which is really good if I got the chakra to do so. But I use her in this deck for the fact that she has two symbols, so she is a good end cost. But she's still a playable ninja if you got the chakra to use her effect. So here, just like Ataru, there are two really good attack you could consider. So attack number 1, Snap Wave. This one bounce one of your opponent ninja to his end from field to end. So he kills something. Um, Usually because that deck is not really mist heavy, you will only be able to snipe something turn 0. But sniping a turn 0 before Moment of Weakness is kind of good, because then Moment of Weakness will either kill a turn 1 or another turn 0, so your opponent has less fodder to block. And killing something is always good. Even if it's a turn 0, you're always glad to do so. Now, the attack that I play is this one. In this deck, this Utagata is great because he has both water and wind. He also has a really good put in play effect. One of the best put in play effect in the game. So when he's put in play, you can pay to win chakra. In that case, draw 2 cards. So if you have win chakra, it's draw time. Um, it's amazing considering it's a ninja and not a mission. And look at his stats, 4-3. You're always glad about that. And even injured, 0-2. 0-2, man, injured, it's better than some ninjas. Now, the second effect. When this ninja is put in play, you can pay 2 water chakra this time. In that case, discard 2 off your opponent chakra and draw 1. So not only you burn some of your opponent chakra, but you also draw 1. So this is really good. I think his water effect is busted. The turn you're able to discard 4 chakra to win 2 water. You won't have that much chakra, but you will draw 3 and you will drain 2 opponent chakras. So it will be a really good turn for you. You will feel really happy about that. And then you will be able to place Utaketa underneath another ninja because 3 support is not a joke. So Utaketa, great turn 3 for my deck. The last card of this deck. Suiko. So, actually, I will also cover the reinforcement, even if they are not that impressive. I will also cover them. So, Suiko, I play him win water. It's amazing. And here's the thing, he is very funny, because when your opponent plays a mission card, you can select and discard 2 of your opponent chakras. So this means if he doesn't negate your ninja, if he doesn't kill Suiko, he cannot generate chakra anymore with his missions. Except if his mission makes him generate more than 2. But even there, cutting chakras like that every time your opponent plays a mission, it's so dirty, man. I like that a lot. It's perfect for control. I only run one of him because of space. However, maybe Kajaku could be taking away to play 2 of him. But then you end up with one issue. You have more turn 4 than turn 3. So this means sometime if bad luck is in his way to you, you will skip one of your turns. So by having 3 turn 3 and 3 turn 4, you have the same amount of chance of getting like both turns. But if you play like 4 turn 4 and 2 turn 3, then you have more risk to take in the game. Anyway, that's it for the main deck. Let's cover the 2 card and the reinforcement deck. So, Sasuke State 2. This is the one. This one is not banned. However, this one is banned for good reason. So, this one, it's not a great reinforcement, but it's better than having nothing. And if Sasuke is injured and you're turn 7 and you can play reinforcement cards, it basically heals your Sasuke for 1 end cost. So it's kind of good. The effect is not that bad. When you play Water Jutsu, you discard your opening chakras, and if you play Fire Jutsu, you give 1 damage to one opposing ninja. So it's somewhat good. It's not impressive. It's not groundbreaking. It's not a win con. It's just fun to play sometimes. Jirobo. This one is good. Now there's Narata there. It's a turn 6, not a turn 4. And it basically kills your opponent chakra when you attack. And it also generates you chakra, which is great. Yeah, that's it for this deck. Here we are with my wind, water, fire control. After covering a aggro deck, we are covering a control deck. This deck has a reinforcement, and the reinforcement is Sasuke Uchiha State 2 and Jirobo State 2. But even there, they don't really matter that much. It's only for the sake of saying they're around and you can use them. So let's read out Tree Shimon, because when you play control, usually you don't want your opponent to go crazy. I do like Shimon a lot. Chidori and Water Prison. Now I play Water Prison because I'm not quite sure if I have two Chidori of that one. If I could find a second one, I do think I would run two Chidori instead of one of each. Water Prison Jutsu is good, but in several color deck like this one, I do think Chidori is just better. Now, Gigantic Fan, good jutsu only to stall the game and like say, yeah, bruh, we don't fight anymore. A Trigram, because it's always cool if you can snipe stuff, especially when you play control. Wind Sight, because you need stuff to negate other jutsus. Hydro Pump, because this is a staple. And Hydro Pump is at 1 because following my ROG list, well, it's only 1 copy a deck because that jutsu is too good. Cannot go crazy, right? So, let's keep going with 3 Makeout Tactics. Amazing card, especially if you play both colors. Water, fire. Axis of Evil, same thing. Axis of Evil can also filter stuff you don't want. Path of the Avenger is classic removal for fire. Moment of Weakness is classic removal for water. Gamma is basically classic turn 0. Jirobo, classic turn 0. Tracking, turn 0. Otaru. Okay, this Otaru is for the colors. She is both water and wind, which is cool. I could play the Flashpoint one, but I do think because I play Shimon, this Otaru is maybe a bit better. Yakumo! I only play 2 copy of her because I only got 2 copy of her. And the other reason is I am control, so I want to make the game really slow and painful for both player. Hell yeah. Tsukado, because sometimes you need a good punch. 1 Ryugan. Ryugan is for the colors because she's both water and wind. Now, if you take a close look, there's not that many wind mission. Actually, there are 0 wind mission. So the best way to generate wind chakra is by playing Ryogan or Utagata or Suiko or Kojaku, you know? All of these cards, Ataru, Yakumo, all these cards are for end cost purposes. Uh, the color balance should be fine because I don't play missions that require wind. I only play Big Potato Ninja, like WinCon Ninjas. Anyway, Sasuke, Water Fire, amazing. Kazekage, if you play control, if you play removal, if you kill stuff, you want to play him. Baki, you want to play him as well for the same reason as Kazekage. Kajaku is for the color. I only play her once. I could play her 3 times, but my deck lacks Wind Chakra, so only one copy should be enough. Utakata, the one that is Wind Water because of the color. I could also play only the Water one, but here's the thing, the only Water one doesn't have Wind. And that's an issue for this deck because this deck already lacks Wind. Suiko, also Water Wind. So now you only got like the shape of the deck. Now we go deeper with the effects. So here we are. Wind, Water, Fire deck. I liked it a lot. I I think I did test it once. And that was fun. Unfortunately, there's not enough player around, and there's not enough time in the day to test out 200 decks. But I still enjoy making these decks. So yeah, more decks to come. So this was deck profile number 2. This was multi-topic talk, and just subscribe, help the channel to grow. Show some love to Naruto, the best card game I play and the best card game I know. I'm into Magic the Gathering, but man, Naruto is my thing. I also play the video game Storm 4, so just subscribe, man. So with that being said, like, comment, click on the red button, the one that basically sub, subscribe. That being said, have a great day. See you next time for more deck profile.